Wow! Things have been really spinning around here at PraiseTracks.com. This is Simeon, and if you want to know what all the spin is about, it's about the new Leslie speaker emulation from IK Multimedia. So let's get spinning. Okay, here we have the T-Rex 5 Leslie in Cakewalk by BandLab, formerly known as Sonar Platinum, and I'm so excited to be able to use this plugin on this great platform. I've used Cakewalk for, man, almost 30 years, and it's just been a very wonderful platform to work with, and so excited. Look forward to what's coming ahead with this, but I have it running as a VST3 inside of Cakewalk. And I thought what would be cool, since it is an IK Multimedia product, let's go ahead and just load up a full drawbars patch here. And you know, all of these organ emulations, the Hammond drawbar emulations, they all have built-in effects. So I have the T-Rex 5 Leslie bypassed. And let's speed it up. Yeah, so that's fun. The mod wheel, I'm using the mod wheel to kind of control this. You don't necessarily see the switch going back and forth, but you can hear it. You can hear it speeding up and slowing down. So now let's do this. Let's take off the effects here in SampleTank 3. And so this is going to be completely dry. Yeah, so that's not very interesting at all, unless that's what you're going for. So now, let's pull up the Leslie, TR5 Leslie plug-in here, simulator, plug-in, emulator. And so you can see it's laid out pretty straightforward. You have control over the spring reverb, the slow speed, the fast speed, how fast it's going to accelerate. And once you go to slow, once you switch it back to slow, how fast it's going to return to that slow speed there. You also have a control over the distance of the microphones. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to bypass this right now. Okay, so it's bypassed. And now I'm going to turn it on. Yeah, I mean, it's just, and I'm going to just try to level match a little bit. I mean, when I first kicked that in, when I first heard it, it was like, oh my word, it was just like, it went from this to just an amazing, let's speed it up. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, and so let's just hear what that spring reverb sounds like. Okay, it's kind of dry. Let's pump it up some. And so you hear the spring not only reverberates, but it's reverberating the Leslie spinning around in there. It's just a lot of fun. And so let's look under the hood here. You notice you have the controls for the setup and then the amp. You know, you can increase the gain of the amp. Let's see. You can overdrive a little bit. Little basic EQ settings here for high pass and low pass filter. And these are the frequencies going into the... So you can adjust the initial tone going in. So this sets your high pass where it starts to roll off those low frequencies. And you also have a mid-range boost and cut, almost like a simple parametric type of thing, but it's just kind of giving you some general tone controls going in. Then you have an actual EQ, gives you like almost like a simple parametric, where you can choose the frequency here and bring the gain up and down. Then you have a sweepable mid with the EQ. You can just adjust the width of that. And you can kind of hear it. And also the high frequency gain and where the frequency is going to boost and cut here. You can boost and cut it there. Then over here on this side you have the controls for the horn section and the drum section, and then the overall general output here. You notice that you have left and right controls here, so let's just bring it down. And you hear it. And it just gives you control individually, and then you can link them together. And this is just the horn section, so let's just go ahead and so it just gives you such a lot of detailed control over the tone and the combination and blend of the loudness of the upper, the rotor, and the drum. So let's go back here, turn that reverb down a little bit, and let's pop the hood open. If you look at the website real quick, you'll notice that they're giving you 5 amps and 6 cabinets. And the cool thing is that you can combine the cabinet with a separate amp with different models. You can mix and match. And so if you go to the website ikmultimedia.com, and you're going to find a little history behind the different cabinets that they use, and which is really cool, because you know that will determine sometimes if you're dealing with a rock or jazz or pop, the different colors and tones that each cabinet brings really makes a little subtle differences. So you look right here and you see what makes this all happen is that you've got the high frequency driver here. It's being pushed up into the horn up in the top. You've got a little pulley system, little belt drive that is spinning that horn counterclockwise. So the high frequency driver is pushing that up into this horn, and the horn is just throwing that sound around counterclockwise. And similar for the low frequency, from the lower, the drum down here, it's shooting all those low frequencies here. It's crossed over, and so all the highs go high and all the lows go low. And so it's throwing it down to this drum, and that drum is just on a turntable just whipping those low frequencies around, but it's whipping them around in a clockwise rotation. So you have counterclockwise for the highs and clockwise for the low. And when you put those together, that's what gives you that sound. So let's just bypass it again so you can hear the difference. And let's just fire it up. And I kind of wanted to hear what it would sound like with another one of my favorite plugins, the VB3. From Genuine Soundware. And so it's bypassed here. get a little, you know, Guido's really done a great job with this. It's just has always been a go-to for me, organ for me. So so let's just turn on the Leslie simulator built into the VB3. And here you see similarly, you have just different controls for the treble and the bass rotor, the horn, and position of the microphones. So I'm going to turn it back off again. And let's go ahead and kick on the T-Rex 5 Leslie here. And you notice when I'm not doing anything, you can hear the motors and stuff going, which is really pretty cool. Yeah, so you listen real close, you can just kind of hear it, just kind of faint. So now, so what we'll do, let's just go ahead and bypass it. And I don't know how they do it. I mean, but they have partnered with, you know, with Suzuki Hammond to really get this right. Just the Doppler effect is really the principle behind why this sounds the way it is, because you've got everything just spinning around, throwing the sound around, just like an ambulance going by or a fire truck just going by. You know, just that Doppler effect. It gets higher. The frequencies get higher as sound is compressed and pushed in towards you, and then it goes away. So when that horn is spinning around, it is throwing sound, it's compressing sound. Sound is being compressed and released in such a really unique way. And then you have all of the counterclockwise and clockwise motion and everything going on at one time, and it's just you can't get that sound any other way. I mean, it's just, I mean, that's what just inspires you to keep, you know, playing and stuff. So let's just kind of do a little softer sound maybe. Got percussion here. Let's just take that percussion off just for a little bit. Let's bring this back into focus here. Tune in next week when you'll hear the tragic story. You know, so but the thing that gets me about this is that I can really hear the difference. I can hear the you know, and I don't want to just use a cliche or whatever, but it's almost like a three-dimensional sound. Just I mean, it just almost surrounds you. The sound does when you're. Yeah. So, and I thought just show you one more thing, but let's just look at a couple of other cabinets. See down here, you can select the cabinet type, and you'll see just subtle changes in the graphics and things that will just allow you to see inside of there. Yeah. See, so, I mean, they just go to great lengths to. Yeah, it's just so amazing. But that is the beauty of this thing, this plugin, the T-Rex 5 Leslie. And I want to do one more fun little thing. I thought we could see what this sounds like on Lounge Lizard, which is a Fender Rhodes simulator. Now that's dry. And it's got built-in tremolo and that kind of thing, so let's turn that on. You can kind of, and it's kind of phasing it back and forth a little bit. But I thought, how cool it would be to throw the Leslie on there and just take a listen to this. I mean, that is just so cool. Yeah. So that is the T-Rex 5 Leslie. And the Leslie collection is great because it gives you the VST plugins. It also, you can use it in the standalone version of T-Rex. Let's just see what if we can pull that up here. So basically you just have it in so many different forms. There's an amplitude version of it if you're a guitarist, and this is great in T-Rex 5. You can use it as an actual mastering effect or a chain effect. You can chain it with other things. One other good thing is the automation. I figured out how to automate the slow and fast. You notice that I'm speeding up and slowing down the Leslie. Well, I'm doing that through a nano controller and through Cakewalk. Cakewalk has something called ACT, A-C-T. And it's active controller technology. And what it does, whenever the plugin's in focus, it exposes the automated parameters here. And so you can see that I'm pushing, basically I like the loop button on the nano control because it kind of looks like a circle, like something speeding up and slowing down. And so you can see that since the T-Rex 5 T-Rex 5 Leslie is in focus, then those controls are active, and I could go through and assign the other controls as well, the knobs, and just control these in real time, which is great to be able to do that. The other thing is all of the controls here, you can automate all of those as well. Let me look at the automation real quick. See, all these controls, you have total control over the automation for that, which is really cool. Pull that back into focus. Yeah, it's just really beautiful. And then go back to the sample tank here. It's bypassed. I mean, the first time I did that, it was like, yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this, just this fun, quick overview of this. Like I said, you go visit IK Multimedia's website here. Gives you some more demos, and it also gives you different packages. The whole Leslie collection that includes Amplitude Leslie and T-Rex Leslie, and the plug-in version. You've got all these different, the different versions that you can choose from to get you started. So once again, thanks for watching, and if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe, because I'm really working on getting some more content out there. And until next time, just keep making the joyful sound, and we'll see you soon. Whoa! Whoa!